Good morning. Thank you for joining us for this week's weekly Wednesday presentation from the USDA Rural Development Single Family Housing Program. This presentation is being recorded and will be uploaded to the Otsego County Office for the Aging Facebook page and to our county website. I ask that everyone except the presenter and myself keep your videos turned off and that you remain muted unless you have a question. Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions as we move through the presentation. You can use the chat feature if you prefer, and I will ask those questions for you. For those who are new to weekly Wednesday presentations, we host presentations every Wednesday using the same link at 11 a.m. Topics are on various community-based organizations and topics relevant to long-term services and supports. This was established in 2020 as a way to continue education on these services and supports amid a global pandemic. Past recordings can be found on our county website as well as our Facebook page. For those who do not know me, my name is Alicia Chase. I'm Otsego County's long-term care coordinator. My role here at Office for the Aging is to manage the New York Connects program and the Medicaid long-term care program. New York Connects provides information and assistance on all community-based services and long-term services and supports available in Otsego County. Although my office is under Office for the Aging, we are unique that we are able to help anyone of any age who is looking for help navigating the complicated care systems available. We can assist those who just need information and assistance, who need referrals to other community-based organizations, such as the one we're talking about today, who need help with applications and help seeking information or admission to adult homes or nursing home placement. If you are unsure if New York Connects can help you or your loved one or your neighbor or even your client, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We do have a New York Connects partner with the Independent Living Center in Oneonta. His name is Vince Baker. Those wishing to reach out to me can do so by calling Office for the Aging at 607-547-4232. At this time, I'll turn the program over to Carly Vanderveen, the loan specialist for today's presentation.
All right, thank you very much, Alicia. As she said, my name is Carly Vanderveen. I am a loan specialist for the USDA Rural Development out of the local Schoharie office. Out of that office, we cover an 8-county territory, which encompasses Otsego County as well as Schoharie and a couple others. So just going ahead and diving into everything, what I'm going to go over today is the single family housing programs that we utilize that contains both home repair and home purchase programs. So there's kind of a variety of things, and maybe something might not work for you, but maybe you know somebody who might benefit from any of these programs that we offer. Okay, so what we do at the USDA Rural Development is we try to have people go into decent, safe, and sanitary housing, or we can help alleviate any safety or health hazards that you might have in your home, or maybe you're just flat out looking to renovate your home or update it. There's something for everyone. With that being said, rural development has been around since 1949. We always joke that we're one of the lesser known programs that helps out families and households. And just a little statistic here that I had posted that was, this stats are from halfway through fiscal year 21. Rural development in New York has assisted 263 families by providing over 18.1 million in loans and grants. And this is specifically to the home purchase program directly through us and the loan and grant repair program through us. And again, that is only halfway through fiscal year 21. So that started in October and that was just up until the point of June. So here's the breakdown of the different programs that we have. It ranges from the 502 direct single family housing loans to the 502 guaranteed loans. And then the final program we offer for the housing programs is the home repair loans and grants. So we're going to start out first with the 502 Direct Single Family Housing Program. This is for financing to purchase a household in a rural area. There are income limitations depending on how many people are in your household. So that is something that you can either reach online or you can obtain by calling one of our local offices, and we can help you figure out what the income limitations are based on your household number and what programs you might fit in. You can obtain funds to purchase an existing home, or you can even construct a new house. In terms of constructing, maybe you want to do a stick-built house, maybe you just want to do manufactured or modular. The choice is basically up to you at that point, as long as there is repayment ability. We do not require down payment, and we do not require PMI, which is the private mortgage insurance. The interest rate is fixed, depending upon, what the quarterly interest rate is, because that does change. But once you obtain the loan, that will be locked in. There is the option for payment assistance, which is also called subsidy. That is available to some program participants, and that's something that you would reach out to your underwriter to see if you qualify for. And if you do qualify for it, then you would have to renew that every year from there on, so long as you qualify. Our typical loan terms are 33 years. However, if you have manufactured housing, that is going to be a 30-year term. And the dwelling must be modest. There must have no in-ground pool that is considered over modest. Cannot have a value that exceeds the area limit. We have that also in our local offices, and we can provide that. And what we mean by must not be designed for income producing purposes is we're not looking to finance any large farms or any places where you have like maybe a giant garage and you fix tractor trailers. That's what we're looking at. Okay, so here we'll go over some eligibility guidelines for the 502 home purchase. What our underwriters look at is they look for you to have stable and dependable income. What that means is, are you at a job that you're going to continue working at, or are you job hopping back and forth, and it's kind of hard to figure out your income at that point? Or maybe you're employed and then you take off for a while, and then maybe at some point down the road you'll go back to work. We're just looking to make sure that you have the ability to pay back a mortgage. Here is kind of a list broken down of the income limits. What I have inserted here is the ones for Otsego County. As you can see, it's kind of banded between 1 through 4 and then 5 through 7. I couldn't fit the 8 in there, otherwise it was too small, but this is kind of an idea of the income limitations that there might be. Again, this can change depending on the time of year. Congress tends to change it, and then they notify us, and then we update all of our guidelines. So I really encourage you to reach out to get the current statistics if you're looking to apply for this program. Another factor with this program is you must have acceptable credit. What we're looking for is no current foreclosures, no current bankruptcies. And we typically look for a score of a 640 or higher. However, if you do not have credit, or maybe there was some circumstantial issues, we can definitely take a look at that. The house that you purchase must be your sole and primary residence, the one that you purchased through us. You must meet citizenship or eligible non-citizen requirements, and you must demonstrate willingness and ability to repay the loan. By this, they're going to take a look at your credit history and see if you are current and up to date on all other debt obligations. Property guidelines. As stated in a couple slides before, there are area loan limits depending upon, how much the house can be. It cannot exceed a certain amount, otherwise it's considered above modest. We're not looking to set you up in a house that costs an extravagant amount of money, because then the taxes are going to be significantly higher, and we're not looking to set buyers up for failure. Must be located in an eligible rural lending area. We do have an online eligibility map. You can punch in addresses and see if a house you're looking at is in one of our eligible areas. Or what you can do, and sometimes I do myself, is I will punch in an area just to kind of see where those borders are and what areas those encompass. We say that the lot must not be large enough to subdivide into another site. Again, this is something that we refer back to zoning for. What is their minimum acreage? You know, what is a typical acreage in the area? Can it be subdivided or not? How much road frontage there is? That's not something typically we have to worry about. Most of our applicants are not looking to buy, 20 plus acres. It must be a single family dwelling. And this is something that we are big on. Once you start into the world of duplexes or multifamily residences, that significantly changes the taxes. So we are looking to set you up for success as a homeowner and have you in a single family residence. The 2,000 square feet rule, that is a general rule of thumb that can be changed depending upon if you have a larger family. We can grant exceptions for that. We are able to finance newer manufactured homes. What I mean by newer manufactured is it must be built on or after January 1st of 2006, and it must have an affixed HUD certification label. There is a list of stipulations regarding this, but again, that is something that we would only have to cross if you chose to go down that path. The house and site must meet agency requirements for decent, safe, and sanitary, or it can be brought into good repair with loan funds. So maybe you found a house and it needs some things to be brought up to safety standards or up to code. That is fine. We are able to wrap into the loan repair funds to get that up to standards and to ensure that you're going to be safe in your household. This is a screenshot of what the eligibility site looks like. And I circled in the red the property eligibility. This is where you can go and you can punch in an address and it'll tell you if that area is eligible or not. And it also shows boundaries of other eligible and ineligible properties. I included the little link above, but that is something that we can definitely provide you if you call one of our offices. So let's say that you're looking to purchase a house. You want to know where to start. What we will do if you call our local office is we will provide you with the link to start an online self-assessment. This takes you through and asks you questions about your income, what you currently pay on any debts, general questions about your credit history. It also asks for roughly what you think the taxes and insurance might be on a house. We sometimes can provide you with the county averages for those, or if you're looking at a specific property, sometimes they will list that information in the listing. And it will generate a report that tells you if you are eligible or possibly ineligible based on the preliminary information that you provided. We use that to kind of take a look at everything you've given it. And then we also take a look at a credit report that we ask you to provide. And we can provide links for all of that information as well. And we take both the online assessment and the credit report. We go through it and we'll talk to you about what we see, any concerns maybe we have, any suggestions to try to help you set up yourself better and to make sure that it's going to be a successful process for you. We also encourage early completion of homeownership education courses. These can be held in person or online. The sooner you do that, the better. You don't have to start right this second, but it is always beneficial to sit through those classes because they do go over the basics of owning your house. And as stated, we can provide credit and debt counseling, or we can refer you to a more formalized credit counseling service provider. Maybe you just need a little bit of direction. We can definitely provide that if you're looking to have some significant credit counseling, if you have issues about how to get, to become a successful homeowner and to qualify for the program. We can help with that as well. And we can also refer you to places that might be able to help you. So let's say that maybe your household income is too high for the direct program, but you still want to apply. This is where the Guaranteed Rural Housing Program steps in. This is for low and moderate income households that maybe don't have the down payment to put onto a property, who maybe don't qualify for conventional credit, but you're still looking to own your own house and be successful in that. These loans through the Guaranteed program are underwritten, closed, owned, and serviced by participating lenders. The participating lenders, we maintain a list that we can provide to you upon request, and it will state lenders within different regions of New York State that have worked with us in the Guaranteed program recently, and it provides the contact information. What we mean by the Guaranteed program is that we guarantee the lender against losses up to 90%, so that they're willing to step in and provide that loan to you. You can also use this program to not only purchase an existing single-family house in a designated rural area, but you can also do some new construction. Maybe, again, you want to completely build a new house. That is fine. It's dependent upon the lender, as not all of our guaranteed lenders will do new construction, but a majority of them will. It is the same, no down payment, no PMI, but there is a one-time guarantee fee of 1%, and there is an annual fee of 0.35% of the unpaid principal balance. These are very small fees compared to what you might pay with a conventional lender, where they require the closing costs be paid and a 25% down payment. So looking at some other benefits of the program, you can also finance eligible repairs and closing costs in the mortgage, which is hugely beneficial because maybe you have lots of repairs, or maybe you don't have the funds to pay the closing costs. You can wrap that right into your mortgage, and you can still move towards home ownership. These loans are 30-year loans with fixed interest rates. The interest rates are set by the lender. They are not set by us. So I highly encourage people who are seeking out the guaranteed housing loans to call a couple different lenders so they can get a feel for different interest rates. And if you do want the construction, you can figure out who does new construction and who does not. There's no prepayment penalties. And again, they're looking towards a satisfactory credit and qualifying ratios of 29% and 41%. However, these ratios may be exceeded in certain circumstances. And again, if you don't have credit, maybe you pay everything cash and you don't have credit scores, they can definitely take a look at non-traditional credit histories. They are also willing to do a 102% loan to value, which means they can finance the home for the appraised price, and maybe they need to go above that 100% loan for repairs or closing costs. Looking at the borrower eligibility guidelines, it is the same in the aspect that we do make sure that you have stable and dependable income. You must meet adequate repayment ability, have an adjusted income at or below the applicable county income limit. This is also banded through a household of 1 through 4 and then 4 through 8. If there is more than 8 in a household, we can calculate that and get that figure to you. You must have acceptable credit. There is a streamlined approval process of 640 or higher. And again, the borrower will own or occupy the property, and this must be your sole and primary residence. And you must meet citizenship or eligible non-citizen requirements. So if this is a program that maybe you feel is the best fit for you, we can provide you with the list of guaranteed lenders. It will state where they are located in New York State and different contact information for those. You would start by going through that lender to pre-qualify, and they will walk you through the whole process themselves. You will deal solely with that lender. This is a lender of your choice. We do not force you to work with any certain lender. That's again why we highly encourage you to call a couple different ones to find out maybe which lender is going to be a better fit for you. And the final program that we have in our single family housing section is the Section 504 loans and grants. This is to assist very low income homeowners make repairs to their homes, or maybe possibly they want to renovate or update. We have done pretty much anything and everything with this program for homeowners. We have done accessibility, we have done roofs, we have made it easier for people to get in and out of their households. We have done wells, septic. I mean, the list goes on and on of different things that we have done. This program encompasses a up to $10,000 grant and up to a $40,000 loan. When you apply for this program, we take a look and see, are you 62 or older to qualify for the grant? Or do you have repayment ability for the loan? Or are we doing a combination of both, or one or the other? The interest rate for the up to $40,000 loan is 1%, and it's fixed at a term of 20 years. There are no prepayment penalties associated with it, and the interest rate will not change. If you are looking to get over $15,000 worth of assistance, an appraisal and escrow is required. If the loan is over $7,500, we are going to file a lien on the property. And if it's below $7,500, then we will only require a promissory note. If we are looking to do over $15,000 worth of work, an approved attorney must close the loan, and closing costs can be included in the loan amount if you do not have the funds to pay those out of pocket. Taking a look at some more eligibility guidelines, here is an example of some income limitations based on the household size. These limitations are going to be lower than if you were looking to purchase a home, as we are looking again to help those very low income households get the necessary repairs for their household. You must own the home and occupy the property, and you must also own the site. You must demonstrate repayment ability if we are looking to obtain a loan. You must have a reliable source of income and demonstrate a willingness and history of paying your debts when due. There are also asset limitations that we place up to $15,000 if you are under the age of 62, and if you're 20,000, if you are 62 or older, then you can have up to $20,000. This can be a combination of anything that is in your bank accounts, your retirement, or any investment accounts that you have. So we're not looking to make you put all of your money down. We're just looking to make sure that you truly need the assistance and you cannot afford these repairs. The lifetime grant assistance is $10,000. What this means is if you come to us one time and you need repairs for your house and the total is coming to $5,000 in grant funds, at any point you can seek up to $5,000 more to equal that lifetime grant assistance of $10,000. When you take grant funds for a home repair, you must sign a grant agreement requiring occupancy of your home for 36 months. If you transfer title or sell your house, or maybe you move out within that 36-month timeline, that grant agreement states that you are required to pay back any funds that you used for this house. We're looking to keep you in your house, not have you use these funds to repair and then sell your home. And the grant funding is for qualifying repairs to remove health and safety hazards or to make the home accessible and usable for household members with disabilities. eligibility guidelines for these grants. This is basically a rundown of you must meet our income guidelines. Grant assistance is set aside for those 62 years of age or older. To receive the grant assistance, you must demonstrate a lack of repayment ability for a loan. And the asset limitation is dependent upon if you are 62 or older. That is set at $20,000, and if you're below 62, then that is set at $15,000. And here is a look at some assistance that we have provided in the past. This is a family that we had helped them purchase their first home. And here are some links that we have. There's some links to our rural development main site. There's a link to our online assessment and the property eligibility that I had spoken about. We also have links to our program guidance forms. There's regulations and handbooks. If you have any questions, we are always available at our Schoharie office, and you can feel free to reach out to us. We are available either by phone, email. We also have fax. Anything that you need assistance with, we can help you out with, whether it's questions regarding the home purchase program, or maybe you're looking to have repairs done to your house. We are there. And if there is anything that maybe we can't help out with, there are always things that we can suggest, or maybe there are things that we have seen other people do that maybe fit your similar situation, and we can kind of let you know what they ended up doing. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So there is, we listed our phone number here for the Schoharie office. There are other offices throughout the New York State that are also available for help. Okay, are there any questions?
You can unmute yourself and ask the questions yourself, or you can go ahead and type them into the chat.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
So I have someone that needs assistance with roofing repair. Would I just have them go to the website and print out the necessary forms, or would they have to do something different?
If somebody's looking for those repairs, they can contact us and we can send them out an application.
Okay.
Whether that is hard copy through mail, or if they want email or fax, we can send it whichever way is easiest for them.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
And there's a question in the chat for home repair. Someone would have to own the home and the site, from what you said. If someone owned a trailer and paid lot rent, they would not qualify for this program?
Yes, that is correct. Unfortunately, we are bound by our program rules and regulations at this time that we cannot provide assistance to anyone who does not currently own the property with the trailer. Maybe in the future they might change it, but at this time, unfortunately, we cannot help that.
Do you have someone who can help provide application assistance?
Yes, we can provide application assistance at this time. We can help over the phone. We can kind of walk through everything. Either the applicant can have the application in front of them and we can walk through page by page with them, or the other option is we can sit with the application in front of us and go down through everything, and then we can turn around and mail that out to them for signatures. There's a couple different options. In the past, what we have also done is we have gone to maybe a county office building and held a day where we would walk people through applications in person, or we would go to their residence and help them. Unfortunately, this time we can't provide those two options, so we're doing everything as best we can over the phone to help them.
Are there any other questions? All right, well, I don't see any other questions. If you have any questions after this presentation, you can reach out to me and I can connect you to Carly.
Yeah, definitely. Anyone can feel free to connect with me, or we have a couple other people that work in our office that are fantastic for help. We have Sharon Lawyer, she is our lead specialist in the office, and we also have Deborah Christensen, who is our fantastic technician that she helps out tremendously with all of this.
All right, if there's no other questions, that concludes our presentation for today.
All right, thank you so much. That was great.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.